The views and opinions expressed in this podcast by the host or the guest do not necessarily reflect the views of Paranormal Buzz Radio or its sponsors. Use of any material produced by Paranormal Buzz Radio without express written consent is strictly prohibited. For information on everything Paranormal Buzz Radio has to offer, visit our website, paranormalbuzzradio.com. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome to Exploring the Unknown with Rebecca and Shay. Taking stories from today's news, Rebecca and Shay will explore everything from the paranormal, supernatural, the strange and unusual, unsolved mysteries, and more. Join them as they delve deep into the unknown and mysterious, taken from news headlines. Water cooler chat with a paranormal twist. Only on Paranormal Buzz Radio.
Hey Shay, how's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Doing good.
Yeah.
As long as you don't watch the news. I'm not watching the news.
Oh, I know. Oh my God. I was so pissed last night.
I just don't watch anymore. I quit. I'm going cold turkey. I'm not watching that crap.
Yeah. So, yeah, because, I guess 2021's trying to give 2020 a run for its money. I don't know.
Well, certainly starting out that way. Anyway, blah.
Blah is right. Blah is right. Other than that, how you doing?
Doing good.
Yep.
Doing good.
Yep.
It's all snowy, and it's been pretty snowy this week. So, like, all the snow on the branches looks really pretty, and I shared some pictures on social media, pretty snow pictures.
Yeah, I saw a couple.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty snow, and it's trying to melt, but not yet. So.
Yeah. Yeah, we still have snow too. Not as much, but yeah, fun.
So this article is on nationalgeographic.com, and the article is called 10 Spectacular Stargazing Events to Watch in 2021. The year ahead offers many heavenly delights, including close planetary encounters, dazzling meteor showers, and a blood moon eclipse.
Nice.
Yeah. This was published December 29th of 2020. Despite a year filled with lockdowns and social isolation, the starry skies of 2020 gave us solace and enthralled us with a parade of eye-catching celestial events. The astronomical calendar this past year was packed full of memorable sights, including the surprise appearance of the bright comet Neowise, the decade's best view of Mars, a Halloween blue moon with a much-anticipated historically close encounter between Jupiter and Saturn. Scores of amazing astronomical phenomena are also in the offering through 2021. Here are our picks for the predicted celestial events worth circling on your calendar in the new year. So, February 11th is their first one. It's a Venus-Jupiter conjunction.
What's that?
Right.
Is that when they block each other or something?
It's when basically when they come together, when they're close together. So
that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Matt's going to be so disappointed in me that I didn't know that.
The Jupiter-Saturn one, we watched that Christmas star thing, and Amelia was extremely disappointed. she thought it was going to be like something real woo-woo. And when they talked about it like it was going to be like fireworks or something. I don't know. But,
and it wasn't?
No, it was kind of neat, but it wasn't like all that in the bag of chips.
On a totally different topic, is that Beauty and the Beast mug?
Yes, it is.
That is awesome. Sorry, but I like that.
It's nice and big.
Yeah, I like that.
Thank you.
It's my favorite Disney movie.
It is mine. Okay, so anyway, February 11th, Venus conjunction.
Sorry.
You're right. Early risers will be rewarded with a close encounter between two of the brightest planets in our skies, Venus and Jupiter. Both planets will appear as brilliant dots to the naked eye, and the pair will seem to be so close in the sky they will be visible at the same time through a backyard telescope. As an added bonus, the Platter Saturn will be drifting to the pair's upper right. Be prepared to scout out a good observing spot with an unobstructed view of the southeast horizon, as the celestial pairing will occur near the rising sun, and spotting it will be all about timing. The trick is to allow the planets to rise high enough in the morning sky to observe them just before the light of dawn drowns out your view. The best time to see them should be about 20 to 30 minutes before sunrise. People in the southern hemisphere will have the best opportunity to see the event because the planets will be positioned farther from the sun and therefore higher in the sky.
So you need a telescope, though?
No, you don't need a telescope.
It just helps?
Yeah, it just helps.
Okay.
That last conjunction, you could see the rings of Saturn. I mean, the picture I took on my cell phone, if you zoomed in, you could see the rings. It was really cool.
Oh, wow.
March 9th and 10th, a quadruple formation. An impressive cosmic huddle will greet star watchers around the globe as 4 worlds cluster in the southeast morning sky. Mercury, Jupiter, and Saturn will all appear in near perfect alignment, while nearby crescent moon will frame the trio of planets. Each planet will appear as a brilliant dot, with Mercury being the faintest and Jupiter the brightest, all easily visible to the naked eye. Through binoculars, stargazers will be able to spot Jupiter's 4 largest moons, while a small telescope will reverse Saturn's rings. Because of Earth's position relative to Mercury and the Sun, only half of the innermost planet's disk will appear illuminated to us. As a result, Mercury will look like a miniature version of the quarter moon through the telescope. Well, that sounds kind of cool.
I was just going to say, now that's pretty cool.
Yeah, the picture, or the artist rendering of what it'll look like, looks really kind of cool.
Does it?
Yeah. Got Mercury, Jupiter, and Saturn in a line, and the moon just underneath of them. May 26th, blood moon total lunar eclipse. Those are exciting.
Yeah.
Across Western North America, Western South America, Australia, and Southeast Asia, people will be able to witness the moon blush red as it undergoes a total lunar eclipse. And this dramatic astronomical event happens when the sun, earth, and moon are precisely aligned, so our planet's shadow completely blankets the moon's face. During the total part of the eclipse, sunlight shining through the ring of Earth's dusty atmosphere is bent or refracted towards the red part of the spectrum and cast onto the moon's surface. As a result, the moon will transform from a dark gray color during the partial phase of the eclipse to a reddish orange color during totality. The moon's exact color can vary depending on the amount of dust in Earth's atmosphere. The total lunar eclipse coincides with the moon being at its closest point to Earth in its egg-shaped orbit, sometimes called a supermoon. So the lunar disk will also be bigger and brighter than the average full moon. The partial eclipse begins at 1:44 a.m. Pacific time, with the first hint of the Earth's shadow will start to cover the moon. The total eclipse, when the moon appears to turn red, will begin at 3:11 a.m. and end at 3:25 a.m. So you're going to have to wake up in the middle of the night for that one.
Yeah, I'll either be just going to bed or just be getting up. So,
or it's like that 3 a.m. thing. If you happen to wake up at 3 a.m. that morning.
Yeah, I am a lot of times.
Yeah, me too. So maybe I've watched one of these lunar eclipses before, and it's really neat to watch. But it takes like a half hour.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever seen one.
There was one day where it was it happened on my way into work. So I was driving into work in the morning, and the moon was right in front of me, and it was like a 45-minute drive into work, and I watched the whole lunar eclipse while on my drive into work in the morning. It was kind of neat.
That is neat.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's why I know it takes about a half hour.
Yeah. Yep.
June 10th.
That's my birthday.
Ring of Fire solar eclipse. You get a solar eclipse for your birthday there, Shay.
Yes.
Any people along a narrow path running north from Canada into part of Greenland and into Russia will get to see a ring of fire eclipse just as the sun rises. Also known as an annual solar eclipse, the stunning event occurs when the moon, sun, and earth are aligned so the lunar disk is too small to cover the entire sun, leaving a ring of fire around the dark lunar silhouette. The full eclipse path starts at 9:49 UT. I don't know what UT is, over northern Canada, and ends in Russia at 11:33 UT.
I think it means unknown time zone.
Well, it's definitely unknown to me.
It's unknown to me, too. It's going to be a overseas one.
Yeah. Well, it may be difficult for most people to make it into the Ring of Fire's remote path. Millions will be placed to witness the related partial solar eclipse when large parts of Asia, Europe, and North America will see part of the sun blocked by the moon. If you're viewing either the annual or partial eclipse, remember never to look directly at the sun without proper eye protection, such as solar filter glasses.
I've seen one of those before.
Yeah, I saw one too. Usually, if you watch the news or check out news articles beforehand, they'll show you the exact path. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah. Hopefully
July
I can see it.
Well, hopefully see some of it.
It is my birthday present, so
there you go. So maybe you can travel to Canada and watch the whole thing.
Yeah, let's hope by June we can travel.
Well, maybe. It can happen.
Okay.
I hope.
I have faith.
Me too. July 12th, Venus-Mars conjunction. Another conjunction.
Yeah.
After local sunset, these two bright planets will appear to touch in the sky. The pair will be joined by a crescent moon, making for an eye-catching photo opportunity. Similar to the great conjunction between Jupiter and Saturn in December 2020, Mars and Venus will be so close they will be visible through a backyard telescope at the same time. Venus will be easiest to spot as an unmistakably bright star-like object. Ruddy Mars will appear much fainter, so you may not notice it at first due to Venus's glare. After your eyes adjust, however, the two should be easy to see with unaided eye, separated by space equal to the width of the full moon.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And I understand it better being able to look at the pictures.
Yeah, the pictures kind of help.
Yeah. Wow, this one looks...
Yeah, this one looks kind of neat. August 12th and 13th, Perseid meteor shower peaks. I've never seen a meteor shower, but...
I either saw one meteor something once or a UFO. I'm leaning towards some kind of media something. I don't know.
I've seen meteors before, but there was one time when there was a meteor shower like this, and we decided we were going to go out and see it. And so Amelia was like 4 or 5, and we take her and put her in the truck, and we take her out to the country so we could see it better, away from the city lights and stuff. And so we parked by this cornfield, and I go to get her out of the car, and she lost it. She thought we were abandoning her in a cornfield. And she just totally panicked and spazzed and wouldn't let me take her out of the car, and it was just total meltdown. I have no idea why she thought we were chucking her out in the cornfield, but she did.
Oh, sorry. If I didn't know you and Amelia, I probably wouldn't laugh so hard. But that is funny.
We have never done that, and I have no idea why she thought that was going to happen. But anyway, I finally got her calmed down. I got her convinced to get out of the vehicle, and no sooner did I get her out of the vehicle than literally a bat swooped right by my head. And that was it. We were done.
Oh, so, yeah.
So that's my experience with watching meteor showers.
Oh, that's too funny. That really is.
Yeah, it was. It was very memorable.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, I'll remember it. I wasn't even there, and I'll remember it for the rest of my life.
Oh my gosh.
That's
yeah.
funny.
Anyway.
I could just picture you. We've never left you in a cornfield before. Why are we going to start now?
Exactly what I said.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Whew.
Every mid-August, Earth travels through a cloud of debris shed by the comet Swift-Tuttle, producing a flurry of shooting stars in the sky as small meteors that burn up in the upper atmosphere. And this is the Perseid meteor shower, and it can produce up to 60 shooting stars in an hour in a typical year. This year promises to be particularly good for the Perseids, since the shower's peak will coincide with the darkening in the sky. A thin crescent moon will set during the early evening, ushering in excellent viewing conditions later in the night. The northern hemisphere is favored since the meteors always appear to radiate from their namesake constellation Perseus, which lies close to the horizon this time of year. For those in far southern latitudes, which lies close to the horizon this time of year for those in the far southern latitudes. To get the best view of the celestial fireworks show, scout out a viewing spot with as little light pollution as possible. Even from a suburban backyard or park, dozens of shooting stars should be visible each hour under clear skies.
Now, I would love to see this.
Yeah, I really wanted to go see it that time that we went out to go watch it, but yeah, anyway.
Well, maybe you can have a redo.
Yeah, maybe. Try to convince her beforehand. I'm not going to.
She might be scarred now, though.
Well, just taking your kid out in the middle of nowhere in the country and telling them to get out of the car apparently isn't a good idea.
I guess not. Sorry.
Only Mike.
Yeah. Although I can picture that happening to me too, so. Except my kids would have done it like with tons of people around. No, don't leave me again.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, boy. August 18th, Mars-Mercury conjunction. Lots of conjunctions this year.
Yeah.
A close encounter will transpire between the innermost planet of the solar system, Little Mercury, and the fourth planet from the sun, Ready Mars. This dramatic conjunction will be a bit tricky to catch because of the close proximity to the sun, so you'll need a clear line of sight towards the western horizon. Mercury will appear brighter than Mars since it will be illuminated more by the sun. If you can spot the conjunction through a telescope, these two planets will appear squeezed together so closely that they can both be viewed at high magnification, providing detailed views of the two worlds together.
I don't know a lot, but the way that's worded, I think you do need a telescope, right?
I think, I think you'll be able to see it, but you'd see it better if...
Okay.
Yeah. October 8th, Draconid meteor shower?
Something like that.
Something like that. The Draconids will sparkle in the high northwest skies after nightfall with about 10 to 15 shooting stars an hour. This flurry of meteors comes from a stream of sand grain-sized particles spread along the orbit of Comet 21P Giacobini-Zinner. With only a small sliver of moon to compete, the relative dark skies will help sky watchers enjoy these flashes of cometary debris. Like most other meteor showers, the Draconoids are named after the constellation from which they appear to radiate, in this case, Draco the Dragon. The Draconoids are best viewed from nightfall to midnight, when the shooting stars will appear highest in the sky. At the shower's peak, Draco will be nearly overhead around local midnight throughout the northern hemisphere. The dragon shooting stars are fairly easy to spot since they are some of the slowest moving of any annual shower. November 19th, partial lunar eclipse. The last lunar eclipse of the year will greet sky watchers across North and South America, Australia, and parts of Europe and Asia. While it is technically a partial eclipse, up to 95% of the full moon will be cast within the Earth's dark shadow. During the maximum phase, it should briefly appear as a total eclipse, which means the lunar disk may show hints of orange or red. The eclipse will start at 2:18 a.m. Eastern Time, and Earth's shadow will envelop most of the moon's visibility by 4:02 a.m. Eastern Time. That one was in Eastern Time, and the other one was in unknown time. Why aren't they using the same time zone every time?
I was wondering that too, and at one point they didn't even use time zones. It was 30 minutes before the sun came up, and
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, Ayla.
So check your local before you try and watch these. Anyway, on December 4th, a total solar eclipse. Intrepid travelers looking for the ultimate eclipse-chasing adventure will have their chance at the end of 2021 when a total solar eclipse will unfold across Antarctica.
Woohoo!
Meanwhile, a partial eclipse of the sun will be visible across parts of Chile, Argentina, South Africa, Namibia, and Australia. Viewers using solar filtered glasses in these regions will get to see a bite taken out of the sun as the moon partially obscures the solar disk. Some cruise ships and airlines will head straight into the path of totality, where the entire disk of the sun will be covered by the moon, dramatically darkening the surrounding environment for a few precious minutes. Those who make the trek to the southernmost part of the world will have an opportunity to capture the eclipsed sun near the horizon in the early morning hours, with icebergs and icy tundra in the foreground. A terrific way to round out the year.
That reminds me of, is it Norwegian? Alaska. Where is it? I know Alaska and Norwegian are nowhere near. Those northern lights has nothing to do with solar stuff, but
Kind of.
I would love to go see that sometime.
Yeah, me too. It looks really neat.
It's somewhere in Norwegian? Is that where you can get one of the best views? It's somewhere cold. I know that.
Yeah, I would say Norway or Finland or Iceland.
Maybe I was thinking Norway. Yeah. Something like that. Iceland sounds about right too.
Yeah, I've heard they're really cool. I've heard you can, every once in a while they'll tell me we can see them here, but I don't know. It goes back to dragging Amelia out in the dark in the middle of the night. She kind of freaks out.
Well, yeah,
That, and a lot of these you forget about them and you go to sleep, and that's that.
Yeah, that's me. That is me. I'll have to tell Matt to keep telling me when cool things are going to happen. He's into the stars and planets and stuff.
Yeah, every once in a while I run across a cool article, like right before it happens, and then, then we'll watch it.
Yeah.
And then of course, like the Christmas star thing, they hyped that one so much that everybody remembered to watch it. And it was
I don't even know if I knew about it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm kind of... 2020 has not been my year. I've been I would have been self-isolating even if it wasn't for a pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a really weird year for me too.
Yeah.
In weird ways, non-COVID related.
That's what I mean, yeah. Very.
Yeah.
So I'm not making fun of the pandemic. I was being serious. I probably would have been home all the time, even if it wasn't.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, probably for most of it. But yeah, I mean, some people really get into this. They will take the vacation to watch the solar eclipse, which I admit it does sound really cool.
It does. I just don't remember.
Yeah.
And if I have to follow a map, even, the star map it's...
Well, and that's like with the Christmas star one, like when we were looking at it, it's like, is that it? I don't know. I think that's it.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, I don't know. Like I said, they almost made it sound like you should be expecting to watch fireworks or something. It was like, oh, it's going to be really bright, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, it was a nice, really bright, big star, but...
kind of disappointment.
Yeah. It wasn't like a picture. You see it like the point going all the way down to the ground.
Right.
Like.
Yeah.
You could definitely see the two separate planets. So like it was like there were like two little points right beside each other. So it was kind of neat in an anticlimactic way.
Yeah, I honestly don't think I heard about that beforehand.
It was one of those things where like, oh, that's good. And we walked outside and we're like, is that it? I think that's it. Are you sure? I guess. What else would it be? I guess that's it. Okay, Let's go back in.
Did you take Is that the one you took pictures of?
Yeah, I did. I took pictures of
Is it on your Instagram?
Yeah.
Did I like it?
I think so.
I don't remember seeing it. Well, I don't. Maybe I didn't know what it was when I. Maybe I was like, oh, that's a cool picture, but didn't know what I was looking for.
Yeah, it's like a really nice sunset picture with like a little tiny speck off to the side that looks kind of like a star.
All right, I'll have to go back. Because I probably liked the picture because I thought it was a cool picture, but didn't know what I was looking at.
Yeah, like I said, it's a nice sunset picture.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so you may have missed the little star part. So.
Yeah, I don't always read things either on Instagram. If it's a cool picture, I like it.
Yeah, and that's what we all do on Instagram, right?
That's why I like it, because you don't have to read as much.
Yeah. Then every once in a while you get somebody who writes like a volume, and you're like, what is all this?
Yeah. Yeah, and I probably don't read the person's post that day. I haven't even been on social media much in the past 2 weeks, not even Instagram or anything. So I enjoyed every second I could of my little mini staycation.
Yay.
Yay, yep. So, but it officially ends today. It's all right. It was getting boring.
Yeah, that's when you know it's time to go back to work, right?
Yeah. So, but that's all I can think of on this subject.
Yep, I think we covered it.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I like learning about it, but I don't have much to say because I don't know enough about it.
I think it's interesting, and I like trying to catch and watch some of these. Like I said, a lot of them I'll forget. Some of them I'll remember. Sometimes I'll see an article beforehand, and we'll run out and try and watch it. But,
yeah.
So.
I've known Matt for 20 years, so all I got to be like, is that a star or a planet? What planet is that? What is that? And he'll tell me. So.
Yeah. There you go. And like some of the astrologers will tell you that, pay attention to some of those because, things happen afterwards. So it's kind of interesting to watch and see, what happened. So,
Rebecca, if people want to send us a story, where do they send it to?
Well, you can join our Facebook group, Exploring the Unknown with Rebecca and Shay.
And
podcast.
It's Exploring the Unknown podcast with Rebecca and Shay. We should just change the name of the group. Take the podcast part out. Because if you don't mess it up, I do.
Well, maybe. Anyway, I'm sure if they put in Exploring the Unknown with Rebecca and Shay, we're probably the only group that's going to pop up.
Hopefully, yeah. I just like teasing you now. The one time you got it right, I got it wrong, so.
Well, we can't be perfect.
No. And we're still waiting on the story. Send us your story. We'll give you a shout out.
For sure. And, if you just want to chat about the article or I totally messed up something and got it wrong.
Yeah, if you want to make fun of us, we like that too.
Call us out in the Facebook group. You butchered the pronunciation of that name.
Yeah. You do a lot better than I do.
Well, there are days.
Yep. All right, guys. Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed it. And hopefully we can all remember to check these out when the time comes.
Yeah, let us know. I'd like to see some pictures. I always like to see pictures.
Yes, me too. I love pictures, so. Thanks, guys. That was a horrible ending.
I was like, we're supposed to say something else. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Have a good week.
Thanks.